Hi there, this is Chef Sky coming to you live and direct from the beautiful island of sunny Puerto Rico. I am talking to you today about my personal journey with water fasting. Today is my fourth day, and this is the second time I've ever done it. The last time I did it was for 7 days, and I just wanted to say it is probably one of the best things I've ever discovered, tried, and experienced in my life in regards to my health. I just have to say that fasting is definitely not a new trend. It's not the new latest fad or anything. It's just knowledge that has been passed on for since the beginning of time, and it doesn't really penetrate a lot of people because, when you hear the outside world talking, the outside world tells you you can't miss a meal, you have to eat a balanced meal, and you have to eat three to five or six times a day, etc., etc. And so, not eating, not consuming anything but water seems a bit outrageous to a lot of people. But it's an amazing journey, and what happens is, scientifically speaking, is in the first 2 to 3 days of drinking pure distilled water. And the reason why you're drinking distilled water is because you want nothing in the water. This is pure water, no spring, no minerals, nothing, just pure distilled water. You're drinking that in the first 2 to 3 days. Your body changes from consuming the food for glucose, sugar, for energy, for fuel, into trans, converting, I should say, into burning fat for energy, for fuel. Energy is fuel. And so that's called ketosis. A lot of low carb diets use the term a lot, but this is on a much higher level because you're not consuming anything. So your weight loss can be like 2 or 3 pounds a day, literally. When I did it the first time for 7 days, in 1 week, I lost 12 pounds. I gained 5 pounds back, but I lost a total of 7. So that was pretty good. I personally am not doing it for weight loss, even though weight loss is a benefit. I can stand to lose the weight. But what I'm doing it is just to feel the control that I have with my food addiction, which I've finally decided that's been my issue for years. Is I'm addicted to starches and sugar, and I've been off of sugar since December of 2010, and I've lost about 20 pounds just on that alone. And I think when you start learning and you start reading more, you start pushing, and you start, at least for me, you start wanting to see where else this goes. I've been walking miles a day, or every other day, and I've heard about the water fasting from different sources, like the Essene Gospel of Peace. I think there's a group of people who follow the teachings of that, and a lot of raw foodists, they do water fasting. So I've heard about it for a long time, and other people have distracted me, have discouraged me from trying it. They're like, "Oh, I'll never do a water fast. Oh no, never, I'll never try it." And I've been afraid to do it, and a lot of your fears, you got to just go for it, like if you're afraid of something, that's your test to your own self, like maybe I should overcome this fear. And now I'm so excited that I've discovered it, because one thing about water fasting compared to juice fasting is that, well, first of all, juice fasting is not a fast at all, because you're consuming calories and you're consuming food. Another thing is that, well, I think the better term I've heard before is juice feasting. You're just engaging in lots of juice. I think for regular average people, I think juicing is amazing, and I think people should do it as much as they can. But for long-term results, I think it gets very expensive. And I'm kind of over the the raw food elitist group of people who eat like these meals that are like $35 per plate, where they're getting all these goji and all these organic mushrooms and all these things that average people can't afford, and saying this is the optimum diet. I don't agree with that. I think that there is some raw food is amazing, and I agree with that. But I do think that regular average people cannot connect with that because they're just trying to eat, stay alive, pay bills, and the regular everyday thing. I think growing a garden is important. I think going to the farmer's market is important. But I just think that a little bit of cooked grains and some legumes actually offset that cost. I really do think that this whole world is about an economic thing, and if we want to talk about optimal health, we should talk about it for all people, all people. So that's my words for today. I'm on day 4, and I'm going to continue, periodically journaling my feelings about what I'm doing. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm going for a walk later on this afternoon. And that's it. Talk to you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.